I'm getting inundated on my Google Voice account with phone calls from Community Bank for somebody who actually didn't pay their bills. And so the Google Voice number that I have, somebody else has been using for whatever purpose, either prior to me getting the Google Voice account or not. So who knows? I'm just going to try to call it back and see what they say.
Thank you for calling Geek Squad. This is Adam. How may I help you?
Hi, somebody keeps calling me from this number and I don't know what it's for.
I'll definitely help you. May I know your first and your last name, please?
It's Clara Clayton Brown.
All right. Just give me one moment, Kara.
Okay.
And from how long are you receiving call from this number?
I guess Saturday they called twice within an hour apart.
All right. And you had any word regarding it, or you just couldn't pick up the call? Because you have been connected to the FBI, okay?
Oh, I'm with the FBI? Why? I mean,
Yes,
I thought you said you were Geek Squad. This is the FBI?
I do understand that, okay? But the thing is that we have found out some unwanted activities, okay, on your computer. That is the reason we got the notice from the Geek Squad, alright?
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I mean, I didn't do anything on my computer.
I do understand that, and do you share your personal informations with anyone? Because we have a doubt like there are some foreign people inside your computer, okay, who are misusing it.
There's foreign people inside my computer?
Yes.
I mean, how can you tell? I don't understand how somebody got into my computer system. I
With the
mean,
help of your internet connection.
okay, and what's your name? And you're at the FBI?
Yes. So you want to go ahead and make yourself secure, or just gonna go ahead and leave this?
Well, obviously I need to make it secure, but if you're at the FBI, are you guys going to come and get my computer? What are you going to do?
No, we're gonna go ahead and connect you with our server, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and resolve the problem online.
Okay, so I'm not in trouble then?
No, after we go ahead and secure each and everything, you won't be able to go ahead and face any kind of problem in future, okay?
Okay, but what if, I mean, so do you have to log into my computer to fix it or?
Yes, yes, so we have to go ahead so that we can go ahead and check it, right?
Okay, but what if when you log into my computer you see stuff that I've been looking at? Am I going to
That's not
get
a
in
problem.
trouble?
That's your personal thing, right? We do not go ahead and get involved with the personal thing, but we go ahead and get involved with the bad things which are going on with your computer, okay?
Okay.
With your informations.
Okay, and so what do I have to do?
So you have a computer in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
and is it a Windows computer or Apple?
I think it's a Windows.
Alright, you do one thing, okay? You just go ahead and look at the left hand side bottom corner of your computer keyboard.
Okay.
Which key do you see?
A control key.
And beside control, which key do you have?
A FN key.
And I believe beside FN you have a 4 square Windows key, right?
Yes, I do.
Press that key with one finger, and with another finger press the letter R, R as in Robert, both
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
And what pops up, do let me know.
A run screen.
Alright, in the middle of that run box, do you see a white long panel? Is it empty or something is written there?
It says you're a scammer, so I'm not going to do this because you are calling a certified fraud examiner. So why are you doing this to
Mm-hmm.
people saying you're with the FBI? I mean, really? Come on. So how much do you make doing this?
How much you pay me? That depends upon that, okay?
Oh, well, it depends on how much you're worth. What kind of skills do you have?
I have each and every kind of skill. What kind of
Yeah.
skill do you want to see?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to be able to see, how much you can access somebody's banking information, and, do you give
Then you need
kickbacks?
to then you need to be in front of your computer. Then only I can show
You
my
can show
skills,
me.
right?
Okay, so are you
Yes,
going
I
to
can show
put
you.
money into my account? Are you going to give me a kickback? How does this work? I
I'll
mean,
give your money to yourself and I'll bring it out from your account.
is that right? So where are you
Yes,
located at? Since we know
just
you're
beside
not
your
with
home.
the,
Just beside your home.
yeah, yeah. What's your
Yes.
what's your name?
I have read you my name, right?
You have what?
I have read you my name, right?
No, you never read me your name. You just said you were with the FBI, and so I mean, you sound like a really decent guy. I mean, you have a nice voice and
Hmm.
everything. Are you cute too?
You think so?
Yeah. Where'd you go?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you have a cute. How old are you? About 26, 27?
Lesser than that.
Are you
Just 2 years
really?
lesser than that.
Oh, so you're only 25, 24?
The second one.
24. Wow, you're a youngin'. Oh. So, how long have you been doing this job?
Less than a 6 month.
Oh, really? What were you doing before
Mm-hmm.
this? I mean, do you like it?
Have to.
You have to? Why do you have to? Are they forcing you to? Or there really
No
isn't?
one forces. No one forces, you know.
Yeah, it's just that, wages are bad or what?
Just having G20 in our country doesn't mean we have job in our country, right?
Right. So, how much do you make off of this? Is it worth it?
I said you depend upon that, right?
Yeah.
Depend
Well,
upon how much you pay me.
well, it depends on how much somebody has in their bank account, right? When you access the money. How much do they give you out of it? So, say you scammed somebody for like, a couple $1,000s. Do you get a percentage or do you just, get, $100 per call?
The first one.
Oh, you get, what's your percentage ratio? Is it pretty
I
high?
cannot tell this. I cannot tell that.
I won't tell anybody. This is just you and me talking. I'm not going to say anything.
I know that. I know that.
I'm just curious. I mean, is it enough to pay for your girlfriend and your wife, or both? You sound like
None of that. None of them.
no, no. How many
No.
calls do you have to make a day?
Depend upon how many times you go ahead and call us.
Yeah. So do you call the people or do you do the emails as well for the tech scams?
The way you got connected.
Oh, it's just calling you back?
Exactly.
And so part of the script is to say you're with the FBI?
Just after hearing your voice, I recognize like you are even playing with me. That is the reason I started playing with you from the first time.
You don't recognize my voice. Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm just a
I do
nobody.
understand, but I can understand by the voice whether you are really want you a help or you're just playing with us.
Oh,
So that is
okay.
the reason.
Okay. So I have a I'm playing with you kind of voice. Well, to each his own. I mean, you were playing with me, so I got to play back. I mean, what else am I supposed to do with my day, right? Aside from work on other cases. I mean, obviously, you guys are calling a number that, is one that you probably shouldn't be calling, so I will waste a little bit of your time. It's all in good, right?
And whom you work for? And whom you work for?
I actually work independently with attorneys, and I work on IRS cases, and I work in embezzlement and tax violations. So, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So, you know,
All
it's
right.
just
You also can
interesting.
earn a lot of money, you know.
I can. How about that? How would I earn a lot of money? I have a
You work
question.
independently, right? For the
Yeah,
IRS.
yeah. Not
You
for
handle
the
tax files of
IRS.
the of. I do understand, but you work as an independent, right?
Right.
who check the tax files or like handle the tax files, right?
I don't handle the tax files. I work on the other side to help individuals who are being, criminal or civil on tax violations. So, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Then I'm really sorry. You cannot earn because we do not follow the criminals, okay?
I don't follow the criminals either. Oftentimes they're not. But I have a question for you. What do you think of the issues going on with the accounts being hacked through medical when there's a lot of medical billers outside of the United States that are
Mm-hmm.
doing billing for Americans through the insurance companies? What do you think of
Mm-hmm.
that? Are there a lot of call centers that, are billing companies, but they're also, selling the information of all of the patients?
First of all, United States have to go ahead and legalize few drugs, okay? Then
Okay.
only they can go ahead and save themselves because there are a lot of medicines which are not legal in United States, right? But which give a lot of reliefs to the patients when they use it.
Okay. I mean,
And you understand that.
yeah, I mean, you're basically talking about marijuana, right?
Not that. There are other lot of medicines, okay? I'm not
Okay.
talking about drug. You cannot like just say drugs are weed or marijuana, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It can be any medicine.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
No, but my question is the ransomware scams that are going on right now that are just so off the charts. They're just taking millions and millions of
I
private.
really don't have any idea regarding that.
You don't? So do you
Really.
basically when you say I can earn money is if I'm working with the IRS I can earn money? How would that work?
Work with us then only.
Work with you to go after the
Mhm.
IRS? I mean, they're pretty big. I mean, what's the tax consequence like in your country?
It depends upon how much you pay.
Okay, say you're earning $100,000 a year doing your scam calls. Do you report that
Mhm.
income in your
Even
country?
though people even though people earn legal money here but do not pay tax, how can you think about it?
I mean, how does your government collect its tax then? What is it collected on?
They don't care.
Oh, wow, they don't care.
No.
Hmm. So, how much do you make a year generally? Well, you've been there 6 months. In the 6 months you've been there,
It's
how
not
much?
it's not been a year for me.
Right, right. It's been 6 months. So, how much have you made in six
Almost.
months?
How
Almost.
much do you have?
How
How
much do
much do you
I?
have?
Well, I bill
How much do you
200.
have?
I bill 250 an hour. So you do the math.
And how long, like how many hours do you work in a week?
Well, generally it depends on the size of the case. And so some cases I can work hundreds of hours on it. In other cases, may only be 70 hours or so. And so throughout the year, I could have, $1,500 of billable hours, or I may only have 1,200. It just depends on the size of the case.
All right.
So I could have good years and I could have stagnant years. It depends.
All right, I understand.
Hmm. So how many people work in your call center?
I'm sorry.
What?
Cannot.
You cannot tell
I'm
me?
sorry, I cannot know.
No. Oh, okay. So do they tell you not to talk to people like me? Have you ever heard of the scambaiters? What do you think of those guys? Have you ever got one of their calls?
I haven't seen that yet, but I
Oh,
have heard a lot.
I watch that pierogi guy a lot. He's pretty cool. It
I heard
amazes me.
about his name, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'll
Yeah.
try tonight or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I would definitely because apparently they have the ability to log into your computer system and go after your stuff, which is pretty cool. So,
Exactly, I know that.
yeah. Are you an IT guy or just a caller?
Whatever you want.
Whatever
You
I
can
want
take
you
it.
to be? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want you to be a good guy and not scam people anymore. How about that?
That is the reason I'm talking nicely with you.
Yeah. Well, you have been very polite, and I appreciate that. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I guess I could wish that you would change your career path and not hurt people and take their money.
Mm-hmm.
But, we
Mm-hmm.
know that's not going to happen. So, why don't you have a great rest of your day and try to quit scamming people, okay?
Mm-hmm. I have your number. I'll get back to you after my work finish, okay? That sounds good.
Okay, yeah, leave me a message. I'd be interested to talk to you some more.
All right. And this is your personal number, right?
Yes, it is. It's a cell number.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Can you read me your name, please?
Clara, Clara. Clara.
All right, Clara. I'll go ahead and give you a call, okay, once I'm done with the work, okay?
Okay, you have a good day. It was quite an interesting phone call, pretending to be with the FBI, the typical IT scam call, and the content. Yeah, he was actually very polite, wouldn't release a lot of information, probably told not to disclose anything, but I was more so interested in learning how I could make money, especially working on the IRS side of it. So it'll be interesting to see if this individual calls me back. If he leaves a message, I'll upload the recording so everybody can hear what he says in his phone call back to me. I appreciate everybody watching these videos. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are very close to our 1,000 subscribers. I would like to see that happen soon. It would be amazing, especially for this channel. I also wanted to let everybody know that we are going in a few different directions. The channel, I'm still going to do scam call videos. Looks like there's not going to be a podcast coming forward at this time. It's a lot of work to put together a podcast and just different directions on where I want to go. So what I decided to do, instead of the complexity of putting together a podcast, I'm starting to get really, really busy with new cases coming up. And so I need to focus a lot of my time on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing the scam baiting calls so you can see what the content sounds like. But also I'm going to be putting out probably twice a month new content, and it's called Fraud for Thought. And it's going to include specific details on frauds that are going on, similar to a very condensed version of a podcast, but on some very touchy subject matters that need to be discussed. What I would like to see happen with these videos that I do upload for Fraud for Thought is the interaction between the listeners, the viewers, and myself to be able to really communicate about these specific frauds that are going on. There's one, the first one that I'm going to do is going to revolve around the medical industry. And in this, if you're an IT specialist, if you're somebody that does encryption, things of that nature, just to get the interaction and the content, because the problems are getting so out of control. So I would really like to be able to interact and get ideas. And it's just not about me giving my opinion on a fraud. It's just to get the communication going on these cases and where ideas fall into place on how to start protecting individuals better than we're doing right now. So I'm pretty excited, looking forward to doing those and just to get talking about it and then continue with the scam baiting calls. So thank you again. I'm going to end this one now. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will be back with another video and another scam baiting call shortly.